You were told one thing your entire life. Work hard, stay disciplined, outwork everyone, and success will follow. But here's the uncomfortable truth. There are people working 12-hour shifts, 6 days a week, for years, who never escape financial stress. Meanwhile, others work fewer hours, take more risks, and quietly build wealth. So what's going on? Is hard work a lie? No. Hard work is powerful, but hard work alone can keep you stuck, because effort without leverage becomes a treadmill. You move, you sweat, you exhaust yourself, but you don't actually go anywhere. And once you understand why, you'll never look at hard work the same way again. Hard work is morally praised. We admire the employee who never complains, the student who studies all night, the worker who sacrifices weekends, the entrepreneur who grinds endlessly. Society celebrates effort, but money doesn't reward effort. It rewards value creation at scale. That's a very different thing. If effort alone created wealth, construction workers would be billionaires. But physical intensity is not the same as economic leverage. The world doesn't pay you for how tired you are. It pays you for how much value you create, multiplied by how many people you created for. And most people are stuck in a model where effort equals income. Work more, earn more. Stop working, income stops. That's not wealth. That's survival with a higher ceiling. The average person trades time for money. You work 1 hour, you get paid for 1 hour. The smarter you are, the more you can charge per hour. Doctor, engineer, consultant, lawyer. But no matter how high your hourly rate is, the math doesn't change. There are only 24 hours in a day, and your energy is finite. If your income depends entirely on your presence, you don't own your income. Your job owns your time. Wealth is built differently. Wealth is built when effort becomes scalable. One action, many results. A product sold 10,000 times. A video viewed millions of times. A business that runs without you. Investments that grow while you sleep. Hard work is input. Wealth requires multiplication, and most people never switch models.
There's something else happening. Hard work feels safe. You wake up, you complete tasks, you check boxes, you feel productive. It gives you certainty. You know what to do. But leverage requires uncertainty. Starting something new, building an asset, taking a financial risk, putting yourself out there. Hard work keeps you busy. Leverage makes you uncomfortable. So many intelligent, disciplined people choose effort over risk because effort is predictable, and predictable feels secure. But security can be expensive.
Many high performers stay stuck because their work looks impressive. Long hours, big responsibilities, important meetings. From the outside, it looks like success, but internally, nothing compounds. If your lifestyle inflates with your income, you stay dependent on that income. Higher salary, bigger mortgage, more obligations. Now you can't slow down. You can't experiment. You can't build. Your hard work traps you at a higher level. The golden cage is still a cage. Prestige doesn't equal leverage, and leverage is what builds freedom.
You've probably heard, work smarter, not harder. But that's incomplete, because you can work smart inside a system that doesn't scale. Optimization is not the same as ownership. Efficiency is not the same as leverage. You can optimize your schedule, improve productivity, use better tools. But if the structure of your income doesn't multiply, you're still trading time. The key difference is this: workers sell effort, owners build systems, and systems compound.
Compounding is quiet. It's boring. It doesn't feel dramatic, but it's powerful. Small effort repeated consistently. Assets that generate returns. Processes that improve over time. Hard work feels intense. Compounding feels slow. But intensity fades. Compounding grows. The person who works 12 intense hours for income may out-earn someone temporarily, but the person who builds an asset for 3 focused hours a day for years eventually overtakes them, not because they worked harder, but because their work multiplied. Wealth usually comes from ownership equity, scalable skills, digital leverage, capital allocation systems. It doesn't require laziness, it still requires work, but it requires the right kind of work. Work that builds something that continues working after you stop. That's the shift, from effort to assets, from hours to ownership, from grind to leverage.
Hard work is not the enemy, but hard work without leverage is a trap. Effort is necessary, but effort must build something that scales. Otherwise, you stay in motion without progress. The goal is not to stop working hard. The goal is to work hard on the right things, things that multiply, compound, scale, outlive your effort. Because in the long run, wealth doesn't go to the person who worked the longest hours. It goes to the one whose work kept working.
If you're gonna work hard, make sure you're building something that works harder than you do. Subscribe if you want to learn how to build leverage, not just effort.